Hello and welcome to Behind the Magic, and where we look and react to the music video of K-pop supergroup Eve's After Like. My name is Zach Stremmer, and I'm your host. We're joined today by the lovely Beth Hubbard.
Hi, Zach. Thanks for having me today. I'm excited to see what's to come.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. I am very excited as well to see this music video. But before we get started, do you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
Of course, I would love to. My name is Beth Hubbard. I'm a professional editor. I also do some work in sound design, mixing, Foley. I got my master's from Chapman University, a master's in fine arts in 2012. Since then, I worked a little bit in Los Angeles with various productions. Now I teach students at UW Oshkosh. Besides working in the radio, TV, film department here, I also work alongside the women's golf team as well.
Wow. So looks like you have a lot of experience in the film industry then. So can I ask you, have you ever worked on a music video before?
No, I have not.
No? Well, even if you haven't, I believe that your skills and knowledge will help us in today's show. Before we take a deep dive into the music video, I think we should just take a look at the whole thing. What do you say?
Sounds great.
Awesome. We'll get that rolling. Wow. So that was Eve. Did you like it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the music video was good, and the music was good too.
Yeah. Before we take a deep dive into the music video, I actually want to introduce to you to who Eve is. Eve's a Korean girl group formed by Starship Entertainment. They debuted on December 1st with their song 11, and the group consists of KL, who in the dark blue, leader Yoojin, who is in pink, Ray, who's in green, Won Young, who's in red, and Leiju, who's in light blue, and finally Isa, who's in yellow. Both Yeonjin and Wonyoung were a part of the group IVE before Eve, and the group, since their debut, has gotten a lot of success. Their biggest single being 11, Love Dive, and After Like. Their latest single, which has been I Am. Good stuff.
Wow, Zach, I didn't know you were so into K-pop.
Yeah, I got into K-pop the summer of 2020. I was in a Facebook group that recommended Luna, which is another girl group. And since there, I've kind of branched out. There are a million gazillion different K-pop groups, span all sorts of different genres. For me, though, I really like Red Velvet, Twice, and also Yukika, who is a Japanese singer who is located in Korea.
Oh, seems like you have some pretty good knowledge of K-pop.
Yeah, I really recommend listening to it. But with that said, I kind of want to get into the editing and cinematography of the music video. And I was going to say, one of the points that I want to discuss was in the beginning where we saw Ray and Laso. Let me find that. It was about 5 seconds in, almost from the very beginning. See what we got. Yeah. So right here in the background, there's flowers, tons of different colors. We'll take a quick look at it. Yeah, so it looks like we lost a little bit of audio there, but we're talking about the editing anyways. But all these yellow and black circles, I was wondering if you can tell me a little about what those are, because those don't look like flowers too much.
Yeah, absolutely. I find it very interesting, kind of the way this video is set up. But even like in the previous one that's more green as well that you were showing, they're called tracking points. And this is where you can place them around like a movie set, and it helps the visual effects artists and editors that are doing VFX as well to track the area. And so it allows you to easily be able to see this contrast, this point, and to be able to track that point. So when camera movement's happening, the camera knows what area to stay tracked with.
Gotcha. Yeah, have you ever worked with any of that kind of stuff?
Oh, yes. I've done my fair share of them.
Care to share an example? Or are you under NDA?
No NDA for that one, but
No.
a lot of rotoscoping as well. So going frame by
Really?
frame. Yeah. Yep. So when
Okay.
you can utilize tracking points, definitely have them.
Awesome. I always liked rotoscoping and animation. That always looks super duper cool.
Yes.
My second one I wanted to talk about was about 40 seconds in here. If I can skip ahead a little bit. Right here. So I want to talk about Liso's cover in the first chorus. And just these kind of camera shots that are in sync with their dance movements. We're going to take a quick look at that. So yeah, just about there. So they're cutting on all the yas and all the dances there. And also we had the camera's very shaky. Can you tell me a little bit that part?
Yeah, so the camera shakes here with the contrast makes this music video much more impactful, or at least like that's what I think they're utilizing these camera shakes for, because there's kind of more ways for you to edit those camera shots together. And you can then adjust, like add adjustment layers and directional blurs there, and kind of transform any position and your scaling as well. You can use keyframes to adjust the shots that you like and utilize those camera shakes in the dance. And even just for a small amount of time, it makes that music video feel much more kind of interactive and impactful.
Yeah, and these digital shakes, I kind of see them all across the board, not even with this group. I was kind of wondering, a lot of digital zooms too. Is there any trick to how they do a lot of digital zooms without like significantly degrading the video quality?
Yes, so it kind of depends on the digital zooms that you want to do in a way, and what exactly you're kind of creating those digital zooms for. It just kind of depends. If you're creating and zooming in too much and too close, you can kind of pixelate it and have like poor quality. So you always have to be aware of how much you're kind of zooming into something.
Awesome. I was going to talk about towards the end of the music video now. I'm just kind of scrubbing to it. Their last chorus we were getting some fireworks. It was really exciting. We're going to just take a quick look at that again. Boom, there's the fireworks there. Very exciting stuff. I like that section a lot. And so do the fireworks transition themselves? Were they VFX, or do you think they were practical there?
Yeah, so kind of like what I can see from here of us coming out of the chorus, and we see kind of the members standing around here and the rainbow backgrounds. And then we transition to this ending sequence with the whole groups and all the members. And within that transition, the editor then hides these cuts with flashing lights and lens flares. And so I definitely applaud the editor with this transition because of how clean it is when editing, especially in music videos, though I've never done one. So I'm just speaking clearly from reading stuff since I've never done a music video. You should always try to hide your cuts. And that's what they did by using the flashlights here and those lens flares. And that lens flare then also introduces us to the next scene where then there's the fireworks. And so it makes it look like those fireworks are right in front of the camera as well.
Awesome, yeah. And speaking of the fireworks, I had noticed that we could hear them too in the music video itself. A lot of sound effects too.
Yes.
So I think moving on, there's one more section I want to show you that we can talk about. It's in the chorus. It actually samples a very, very popular song. I think you already know what it is, but we'll just take a look quick. Oh. Yeah, so if you could tell there, that was Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive. I don't know if you have a big interest in disco or anything, but that song was a huge hit of, I want to say 70, 74 maybe. It was in the middle of the decade there.
Yeah.
But yeah, another thing I wanted to ask you, moving on, was I saw a lot of camera shots of the cameras themselves on these robotic arms from cool light fixtures. Can you tell me anything about that?
Yeah, I was kind of wondering why we were seeing that, because we don't usually see that in a regular music video. So I was definitely wondering why they were showing kind of this behind the scenes stuff. Do you happen to know why that is?
I don't know exactly why. It was definitely just a stylistic choice, I think. Kind of brought the audience, as an audience member, brought me into it, like if I was on set, because a lot of the intrigue with these is that the fans really enjoy kind of the behind the scenes kind of stuff. But
yeah, it's kind of like
on,
we're watching a music video get made in a music video. So it's very interesting.
Yeah, really exciting stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got me intrigued in K-pop from now on, Zach.
Yeah, I definitely recommend
Yes.
checking out the music videos and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's always a lot of Easter eggs in these. There's something going on with the LOVE. They're spelling love in the chorus, but there's also some choreography to go with it.
Okay.
But yeah, so one theory is that after Like explains that using shots and cameras, that it's representing the like stage in a relationship, but love itself is the actual part of it. But it looks like that is all the time we have. I hope you enjoyed or learned something about K-pop and IVE. I hope you check it out more too. It looks like you said you already will. So thanks for joining us today, Beth.
Thanks, Zach. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.